The Nürburgring is an incredibly tough track.
It has a nickname.
The Green Hell.
There's no North American manufacturer has done a sub-7 lap yet.
If we can do this,
nobody can take it away from us.
But there's no hiding from failure.
Our mission with GTD is pretty simple. Go beat the Europeans on their turf. That's the Nürburgring.
Is the Ford Mustang GTD a failure? Let me know down in the comment section right now what you guys think of Ford's pinnacle Mustang. Is it worth the hype as well as the price tag? In this video, we're going to be discussing the Mustang GTD. If you guys enjoy the content where we just sit back, relax, and talk about a topic, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications to stay up to date. Let's get on with it, man. Now, I don't care what anybody says, the Ford Mustang GTD looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. It is a mean car. The S650 chassis looks incredible. I think once the Gen 4 Mustangs are going to be fully tunable, the Gen 3 S550s are going to be old news. The Gen 4 S650 is going to be the way to go. I mean, no wonder TJ Hunt is under fire for copying the GTD design. I mean, look at this, man. It looks, this looks nasty. People are going to be taking the front bumper. They're going to be taking the hood. I mean, the fenders. Whew. You're going to see some rep wings. The only thing about the GTD that I honestly don't like, because don't get me wrong, I'm not a GTD hater. The only thing that I personally have trouble with is the price tag, because I mean, I don't think a Ford is worth $300,000, especially a Ford that does not have the backing, the heritage. I mean, the Ford Mustang GT, it has the backing, it has the heritage. The Shelby GT500s, even though they're not $300,000, they have the backing, they have the heritage. This isn't even fully released to the public yet, and we don't even know if it's going to accomplish what it was designed to do, and that is to beat the Europeans on their own turf. I mean, how embarrassing would it be to buy a $300,000 Mustang that couldn't even accomplish what it was designed to do? You know, it's not like somebody going ahead and turning a track car into a roll race car, but, you know, this is literally somebody buying a track car that could not do what it was designed to do, you know, with a skilled driver behind the wheel. That's crazy. I don't like the rear end. I don't like these exhaust tips, but at the same time, I think it's like this because there is a sound level that they have to go ahead and meet when they are going to the Nürburgring ring. So I honestly think this is going to change when the car is, you know, out in the general public. And in all reality, I don't even think we're going to see too many out in the general public at all. I mean, I live in Houston, Texas. I mean, cars of this caliber, $300,000 cars, you see them all the time at car shows. You see them, you know, on the street. I live right next to a Porsche dealership. I mean, I see a lot of cars that are $300,000 plus every single week. So it doesn't really make sense to me a Ford can demand that price. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And I have nothing but Fords. Like I've had a Ford of some type for 9 years going on. So it's kind of nuts. But it sounds amazing. It looks amazing. You know, if this was 150K, shit, you know what I'm saying? Then I would be like, all right. I mean, that blower whine, I mean, the design, just the sound. It's got that nice deep rumble. It doesn't sound raspy, even though I love the raspiness of the Fords, I ain't gonna lie. But with the Gen 4s, I really do like that grunt that they have. I like the sound. I like how they're different from the Gen 3 and, you know, the 5.2 Voodoo. I really do like it. You know, it makes it a different animal, and it's, you know, something, you know, enjoyable. And that whine, man. Dude, they got that Cobra whine, man. They got that Terminator Cobra whine. Hey, that's why it's so expensive, because it sounds good. Imagine if it sounded like, you know, you couldn't even hear the blower. People would be tweaking. even though the blower, you know, whining like that could be the sound of inefficiency, but hey, look, man. At this point, you know, we need it to look and sound good because we're paying for it if you're going to get the allocation. I'm not going to be getting one of these. I'll tell you this right now. 300K is more than what my house costs. Like, forget that, man. No shot. Man, dude, I mean, it looks good. It looks planted. That's one thing, but man, dude, 800 horsepower. Exhaust is popping, backfiring. I just hope people get these on the street, man. I hope people get these on the street and we actually can go ahead and just see how they handle. You know what I'm saying? Just see them out in the wild. Because unfortunately, like a lot of Ford specialty vehicles or just a lot of the Ford performance parts in general, like you don't really see them like truly tested out in public. And the reason I'm saying this is because we have, you know, the Roush superchargers for the S650 Mustang. I have yet to see like a true street test of that supercharger. I'm not talking about at a track. I'm talking about like a true street test. Somebody going out on the street, you know, just enjoying the vehicle with that Roush blower on it, you know, getting a 60 to 130 in, a quarter mile on the street, and overall just drivability so we can see the temperatures, how it, you know, handles in hot weather, cold weather. That blower's been out for months now, and I mean, I've been scouring the internet and I only found one video. But I didn't get any 60 to 130 or quarter mile times on the street. We all know what it could do at the track, but again, a lot of people that go ahead and build up their Mustangs and cars in general, there is a vast majority of people who build them up to be street cars. They build them up and they have no intentions of taking them to the track. And that information that we have lacking for the Roush blowers is what is alarming, and honestly I think is what's going to happen with the GTD. Obviously the people that are going to be buying this car, you know, it's going to be a collector's item. This is 100% going to be a collector's car. I don't expect a car of this caliber released from Ford to be just driven around on the street. You know, it's not a Porsche, it's a Ford. I just don't think it's gonna be like that with this car, unfortunately. But let me know what y'all think, man. Is the Ford Mustang GTD going to live up to the hype? Because it's a beautiful car. It really is a beautiful car, man. 815 horsepower, 202 mile per hour top speed, targeted sub 7-minute Nürburgring time. I mean, it's nasty. It looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We already got rep wheels out in the market right now, but I mean, it looks good, man. The interior, I don't care what nobody says, man. That Gen 4 interior, S650 interior, supercharged 5.2 liter V8. They're trying to go ahead and they accomplished a 50-50, near 50-50 weight balance, semi-active suspension, multi-matic suspension, dry sump oil system. Saw that on the C6 Grand Sports, but it's just, it's gonna look nice, man. Titanium exhaust. People are, you know, they have their own opinions on, you know, the tech, but I don't know, man. I hope it succeeds. I really do, because I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's nasty. People are gonna have their opinions, like I said, on the tack and the dash. And you know, they're not. We'd rather have the analog tack and the speedometer, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like the newer tech in the Gen 4s. I really do. People are definitely gonna have their opinions on the dial. They'd rather just have the actual, you know, handle to control what gear you're in. But you know, it's, they got to go ahead and, you know, make improvements, especially for a car like this. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, man. When I see one of these in person, you best believe I'm stopping whatever I'm doing, do a little walk around to make sure that, it's in pristine condition, because something like this, I mean, it deserves nothing but that. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free, drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and when we get some hard evidence that this car ran the time that it is targeted to run, you best believe it will come on the channel. Be safe out there, y'all, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Peace.